Texas League Baseball is next. And welcome into our Tuesday night live broadcast of Texas League Baseball. We now send it down to Jonathan as he is the voice of the missions. And here we go. Take it away, John.
Thank you, Bob, and welcome in one and all to our Tuesday night live broadcast. It is the first game of 6 between the visiting Springfield Cardinals, AA affiliation of the St. Louis Cardinals, and your first half South Division champions, your San Antonio Missions. Two teams continue the series tomorrow night at 7:05, Game 2 of our 6-game regular season finale against these two ball clubs. Missions will continue onward for Thirsty Thursday for our final one of the season. Missions will play the weekend Friday through Sunday. And don't forget our last game against Springfield at 1:05 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. Well, the Missions, they are also in the playoffs. So don't forget that we might be hosting the second place winners, the Amarillo Sod Poodles, in the Texas League Playoff Series, Game 1. Don't forget that it's pretty been a good season so far, and we got to say it is good. Go online now at samissions.com, purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow the Missions all season long as we wrap up this 2023 season. And don't forget, our playoff rounds are coming up Thursday, September 21st at 7:05. We might be taking on the Amarillo Sod Poodles during that night. And so far, it is the best of 3 to claim the Texas League Championship Series. And so far, might be a 3 against Arkansas if we get lucky. We got to say it's a beautiful night for baseball, and thank you so much as we are now into our live pregame show, joined in the booth by my partner, Bob. Bob, good evening.
Good evening, John. Thank you for having me.
So, I got to say, it's been a while since we've been back home. And so far, San Antonio was at Wichita for 6, and Midland for the final 6 on the road of the season. Now back home to take on a 6-game regular season finale as we get ready to close out on Sunday against Springfield.
I got to say, John, it is. Well, I got to personally say that we are back to our regular scheduled days, Tuesday through Sunday, as we are pretty much here at home through the remainder of this week, taking on Springfield.
Well, for the roster tonight, our right fielder, Joshua Mears, is back on. So, welcome back, Josh. And Wander Javier is also back. So, he's playing tonight in the shortstop area. And so far, we do have another guy for the San Antonio Missions. So, he is also back. So, everybody is back after a long time being out.
Yeah, I got to say, John, our last game, Midland, one of the guys was back, and he looked pretty good. And so far, that game there at Franco Park was a pretty good one. The Rockhounds winning that in the final 6-5 against San Antonio, and a last game there at Franco Park for the year, taking on the Rockhounds in that game. Well, got to say, Bob, this is the final 6 games of the 2023 regular season. And so far, it went by pretty quick. Both halves
went by really well, but San Antonio looking strong off the start there at Wichita and at Midland. So far as you look, 76 over 54 for the San Antonio Mission. Springfield 68 and 63. Now, Bob, what is the most important thing about this series against Springfield?
Well, I got to say, John, it must be the wins. The wins have to come in, and so far, it is what it needs to be. The Missions, they need more wins because look who's in second place right behind them. 3.5 games is the Amarillo Sod Poodles trailing in the second place position, just 3.5. Corpus Christi and Midland, they are tied at 66 even in win and losses. Frisco down at 62 and 69. Arkansas is 70 and 62. Springfield, like I said, is 68 over 63. The Tulsa Drillers tonight, 63 and 68. Wichita, 64. They trail a game and a half against the Tulsa Drillers. The Wichita Wind Surge, 64 and 69. For Northwest Arkansas, it is 61 over 71. So they are down in last place. And it's not looking too good or promising for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals and the Frisco Rough Riders or anybody third, fourth, or fifth place positions. So Corpus Christi, Midland, Frisco in the South Division, Tulsa, Wichita, and Northwest Arkansas down in last place. So this is the one and only week. These games are pivotal to coming and getting things going. It is only a matter of time before the eliminations begin. After Sunday, it will happen. The Final Four will move on to the Texas League playoffs. And so far, the 6 that we just mentioned will go up to the should I say the 6 will be eliminated. The Final Four will get into the playoff rounds. And so far, it is the battle of the finish in this one. Can't say quite well myself, Bob, but thank you for that good deal of expertise. And so far, we're just moments away from our first pitch against Springfield. And yes, Springfield is in their new get-outs. They are wearing their red jerseys and gray pants. And San Antonio wearing their home whites tonight. So looking pretty good to start off a first of a 6-game series. And it's the final 6 in the regular season. Well, I got to say, we got our early scores as we're about ready to go on this thing. Corpus Christi at Tulsa tonight. Boy, they are leading the charge against the Tulsa Drillers, 8-0 in the top half of the 4th inning. They started tonight at 6:30. But anyway, we're just moments away from our first pitch, and we cannot wait to see you on the field as we begin play here tonight. Our proud broadcast brought to you in part by Dr. Pepper, our official drink of the San Antonio Missions, and will be until when they issue us a new sponsor, but we'll see what that happens. Indeed we do, John. Indeed we do.
Well, right-hander Efrain Contreras will get the start here in Game 1 of our 6-game regular finale. 5'10" and 210 pounds, age 23 for Efrain Contreras here tonight. Well, leading off for Springfield, the shortstop is Errol Robertson. Robertson coming in, ready to go. Here's the first pitch, and away we are as that first pitch is thrown high and outside. And it's for a code strike. It's 0-1. 7:11 our time here tonight. And go ahead and give your ball clubs. Springfield at San Antonio, Frisco at Amarillo, Corpus Christi at Tulsa, Midland at Wichita, Arkansas at Northwest Arkansas. So, I do apologize for saying his name. His first name is Errol, but anyway, I do apologize. Right there, swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-2. So it's Errol. I have to pronounce his name, but Errol Robertson.
Oh, that's okay, John. I'll tell you one thing. I get confused on trying to sound out names myself.
Well, up to the left fielder is Fabian, and that will be a quick out, number 1. Well, chance now, let's give the starting lineups for the visiting Springfield Cardinals. And so far, Bob, what do these guys need to do in order to get a road victory here tonight?
Gotta say, they gotta put the ball in play. That's the biggest objective in this game, and final homestand for San Antonio here tonight.
Francisco Hernandez coming in for the Cardinals as he takes one ball outside, and it's the count 1-0. Beautiful night tonight. Few clouds from time to time. That is high fly up in the center field area. Tim Lopes will make the grab. And that is a quick out, number 2. That'll bring in Irving Lopez, playing tonight in the hot corner for Springfield. And that's taken well and inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. Boy, Corpus Christi is trampling all over Tulsa, 10-0 in the top half of the 4th inning there at DCJ Field. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-2. Springfield in their new get-ups, just like Corpus Christi. Cardinals is a red over gray pants. Pretty good Nike tennis shoes. And right there, swing and a miss, and they'll get them down. A 1-2-3 half inning here, as no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. As we go now bottom of 1, it is no score. San Antonio up to bat after these proud commercial messages from Dr. Pepper. Well, Michael McGreevy, a right-hander, will get the start for Springfield. He is 6'4" and 215 pounds and age 22. Getting the start for the Cardinals here tonight. Center fielder is Tim Lopes. Coming in and ready to go. That one is well and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1 as we are underway at the bottom of 1 for San Antonio. Got some high clouds in the background. Temperature-wise, 92 degrees here at first pitch. Beautiful night through the week. So far Saturday and possibly Sunday, looking at a good chance of maybe a scattered shower or thunderstorm or two during this baseball week. That one is high fly in the air up in right field. The right fielder makes the play, and that's an easy out. Well, a chance now. Let's give the home team starting lineups. And so far, Bob, they lose the game at Midland during that Sunday. And what do they need to do in order to stop a losing streak from continuing?
Well, tonight, putting that ball in play is the main objective for both sides. Whether Springfield or San Antonio, both sides are pretty good, but tonight needs to be the night where San Antonio could come in and get some runs going.
High fly in the air, and that's going to get down, and he will not chance it as he'll have a outfield single up into right field.
Batting third, the right fielder, Joshua.
Well, Wander Javier returning tonight. We greet him back. Right fielder Joshua Mears returning back to the roster for San Antonio. He was on the IL for at least 3 months after he had an injury to his right knee. So far gripping in a lot of pain, but so far tonight looking really good. That one is high fly in the air. Right fielder camped under it. And he makes the play. And that's a easy out, number 2. So Mears retired. And now bring up the first baseman in the 4 spot, Juan Fernandez. 2 away, runner at first. And that's going to be hit to short. They'll flip to second, and he is out ahead of the throw. No runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left on. To the top of the second we go, and it is no score through 1. We're back here with Texas League Baseball as we'll get ready for the top of the second inning for Springfield. When we come back, it's no score through 1. We're back in 3, 2, 1. Well, we're up to the top of the second. L.J. Jones coming in. Start us up in the top half of 2 for Springfield. The pitch right there, high and inside, and that is a taken code strike. It's 0-1. Frank Contreras tonight pitching really well for San Antonio. He went through 1 inning already. High fly in the air. Cantu will make the grab just shy of the mound and home plate. And that is out number 1. Center fielder, the 5 spot, Chase Pender, coming in for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch. Right there inside the inside corner, and that's a taken code strike. And it's 0-1. Got fans watching from Midland. Evidently no more home games for the Rockhounds this year. Midland tonight playing in Wichita there at the porch. Frisco and Amarillo going head to head. No ball, 2 strikes to Chase Pender. Contreras, his pitch. Right there, strike 3. He gets him down for out number 2.
Boy, what a combination of strikeouts to Contreras.
Here is Tyler Renchenborn. As he takes a ball outside, it's 1-0. Renchenborn, .311 average over a .600 opposition. He's had 9 home runs and 13 RBIs of the year for Springfield. Pretty good as well. Here's a pitch. That one right there in the left-hand side corner. And that will even up the count at 1-1. Here's 1-1. Swing and a miss. And that's the count now, 1-2.
Boy, he better get his act together. He's 1 strikeout away from retiring this half inning.
You're not kidding, Bob, I will say. 1-2. And that one, high fly in the air. And that hits the board, and that is gone, a home run. So Tyler Richenborn will get a RBI single up to right. And it's a early 1-0 Springfield lead over the Missions.
Boy, and he really whacked it out of here.
Yeah, he sure did, Bob. That was high fly out of this ballpark. And he got everything about it. Number 7 batter for the Cardinals, Matt Koperniak. As he comes in and takes one right there and in for a code strike, it's 0-1. Well, about the same time next year, we'll be taking on these boys once again for the 6-game finale in 2024. That is Springfield. So far, Tulsa and Arkansas will not be here in the 2024 baseball season. But evidently, the Missions will get to go to Arkansas and Tulsa, but do not get to come to San Antonio. Well, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. To the bottom of 2 we go. Springfield up by 1. Hot corner third baseman Lucas Dunn coming in. As we are ready for the bottom of 2 on this Taco Tuesday night. Also, proud broadcast is presented by HEB and Taco Bell. So far, they are watching. Bill Miller's Barbecue as well coming in. 7-Eleven is a good soft drink or even a Slurpee stop. In case if you're hot, you need something to cool down with. You could get a coupon on us as you exit the ballpark this evening. And if you go there and you take that coupon right there to 7-Eleven, you're pretty much good for a free Slurpee. The designated hitter is Grant Little. Coming in. 1 away after the flyout by the 5th hole batter, Lucas Dunn. That one right there in the inside corner, and that's taken for a code strike. It's 0-1. Boy, 12-0 Corpus Christi over the Tulsa Drillers, and boy, the Drillers are getting their butts handed down to them. Up there in right field as that will go down for a 1-out right field single. Boy, second hit for San Antonio here tonight, and now they're trying to get things going with a base hit that'll bring home the run from first. The 7-hole batter is the second baseman, Jackson Merrill, as he takes a ball outside. It's the count 1-0. Runner at first, 1-0 Springfield early in this ball game. Here's a pitch. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. And up to left field as that will be out number 2. Well, the 8-hole cleanup batter, left fielder Albert Fabian will come in. and ready to go. That one is far and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Temperature 92 degrees here in the bottom of 2. That one is high chopped and foul. So the count now even 1-1. 12 runs on 14 hits, no errors for Corpus Christi. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for Tulsa. And boy, the Drillers are getting their faces punched like a punching bag. Ow! That one is fouled off, and that's the count now, still holding on at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Look back before the 1-2, and they'll get him back in safely. One and 2. Down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, even up. Two and 2. And that got him. Oh my goodness. Fabian gets hit by Michael McGreevy, and they'll put a runner in scoring position a second. Boy, if he hits a 3-run shot, that'll be his doomsday right there.
Boy, I gotta say, John, when you say doomsday, it means that manager ain't gonna be happy if he goes out there and tells him a few words right to him.
Right there and outside, it's 1-1. Now, Bob, I will say, I like the way you said that. A manager needs to keep his bullpen in the game, no matter what. Here's pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 1-2. That one is high fly in the air, up there in the left center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Here comes the runner. And he is safely there at second. And this is a tie ball game. Boy, a base hit in the left center. And the runner from second goes home. And it's a tie ball game at 1-1. Well, back up to the top of the lineup for San Antonio, and stepping in, center fielder Tim Lopes. 0 for 1 last time flied out. 2 out, 2-1. 1-1 our score. That one is far and outside. It's 1-1. McGreevy, boy, struggling in this early on the hill for Springfield. 28 pitches. And that one is just shy of the inside line. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one's going to be lifted. High fly in the air. And that will go up to center field, as that will do. Well, Michael Cantu will come in to score on a center field base hit. We end 2 on this evening. And it is tied at 1-1. We're back here with more Texas League baseball as we get set for the top of the 3rd coming up. It's 1-1.
Top half of the third coming up right here on San Antonio Baseball Network.
Well, we're leading off the top of the third. Right fielder Justin Turner leads it for the Cardinals here as we're about ready to go. The pitch by Contreras, that one right there in the end for a cold strike. It's 0-1. 12-0 Corpus Christi over the Tulsa Drillers. Boy, that ball game at DCJ Field is no laughing matter. Boy, I gotta say, it's sad to be in the Tulsa Drillers' shoes if you are a driller. You're just getting a slap in the face when you look at 12-0. Here's the 0-2. Right there, down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. That is chopped foul and still holding on at 1-2. One and two, one more time. Fouled off again and still holding on 1-2. One and two, one more time. Right there, hit the third baseman Dunn. He'll flip it to Juan Fernandez for first baseman. Covers for the out. One away here in the top of the third. And that's going to bring up the 9-hole batter, Pedro Pages. Pages coming in, the last lineup for Springfield. Down and inside for a cold strike. It's 0-1. 0-1. Right there, high fly in the air, and that will go out of play. Count now 0-2. Top of the third, 1-1 our score tie. Pedro Pages, the tie-breaking run for the Cardinals. Trying to get on base. Hit the third baseman Dunn. He'll flip it once again across the diamond to Juan Fernandez for a quick out, number 2. Well, that'll bring up Errol Robertson. 0 for 1, fly out in the first. Errol Robertson coming in for Springfield. The pitch. Right there, down and in. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Springfield used to be their Road Grays, right, Bob?
I gotta say, they changed the color of their jerseys. And gotta say, just like Corpus Christi did with their Rohawk blue, you have the dark blue and light blue with white on there. Oh, man, I like the Corpus Christi jerseys. They're pretty nice. Right there in the end, that's the count now, 2-1. Corpus Christi playing out there tonight, DCJ Field in Tulsa. And that's going to be high fly in the air, and it is gone. A home run. And Errol Robertson will get one. And they'll break the tie. And it is 2-1 Springfield up in front. Boy, and he whacked it hard out of the ball game, and I gotta say, that one was pitch perfect into perfection for the Cardinals.
Gotta say, you're absolutely right there, Bob. It was. The number 2 hitter, Francisco Hernandez, coming in as he takes one down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful night for baseball, right, Bob?
In the final week of this regular season, I agree that there is beautiful conditions Tuesday through Thursday.
What happens with the other 3 days, the weekend?
Well, there will be a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms through the weekend that we do play Springfield. And continuously as we get closer and closer to wrapping this season upward.
You're not kidding, Bob. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That one high fly in the air in the left center. Tim Lopes will make the final out, and that will do. A run coming in to score on an Errol Robinson home run up to single. We now go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-1 Springfield in this one. Well, the shortstop, Wander Javier, 1-for-1 single in the first. Coming back after getting injured. Thinking it was Corpus Christi in that game.
Well, evidently he was injured sliding into second, just like Joshua Mears got injured and was placed on a leave of absence for a couple of months.
Well, he was on the IL after Tommy John surgery. And so far coming back tonight for San Antonio in the lineup. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wander Javier, bottom of the third. Springfield up by 1 run. And that's going to be hit to short. He'll flip it to first. And that is 1 away. Boy, you hear somebody screaming to the top of their lungs saying, "Get it together." I'm going to say, yeah, they need to get it together.
Yeah, I've got to agree with that fan out there. You hear him up there in right field. And so far, they need to get things started here because they might run out of time. I mean, bottom of 3 going all the way to the 9th inning. And they need to keep the score right where it is.
I agree. Right fielder Joshua Mears coming in. So far, glad to have these guys back after a long while. Now they're going to play these 6 final games of the regular season. They will come back on Thursday night, September 21st. Do believe to take on the Amarillo Sod Poodles. Right there up to right, and he grabs it. Right there as that one almost hit the ground for a base hit.
Boy, Justin Turner, boy, he had that right field area and the root efficiency, 99 to almost 100 with 17.01 in that speed.
Well, here is Juan Fernandez as he comes in and takes a cold strike. It's 0-1. 2-1 our score. Springfield up by 1. Fernandez at the plate. He's 0-for-1 of the night. That one's going to be high fly. That could be extra bases. And that's going to be a Juan Fernandez double. And that means a double meat cheeseburger with your choice of a medium fry or onion ring or a choice of your drink, which is also pretty good. So that will put a run in scoring position. That is Juan Fernandez. In now the hot corner third baseman Lucas Dunn. Dunn coming in, and he takes a ball outside, and it's the count 1-0. Fly out in the second, 0-for-1 to the hot corner third baseman. Dunn has been awarded this year a Gold Glove. Pretty good after that. And that's going to be high fly in the air up in left center. And that will do for this half inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. As we now head for the top of the 4th, Springfield up 2-1. As we come back, Irving Lopez will lead it off. Score in this ball game, Springfield 2, San Antonio 1.
We're back in 3, 2, 1.
Well, leading off the top of the fourth inning for Springfield, Irving Lopez. Lopez coming in. The pitch to him, and that changeup outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Bottom of the fifth there at DCJ Field. Corpus Christi leading the Tulsa Drillers 12-0. Tulsa has first and second, 2 outs. Trying to get some runs in the score.
That's a ball.
The down and in, 2 balls, no strikes. Here's a 2-0. Right there in the middle, and that's a taken cold strike, 2-1. Confidence level, half and half. Contreras doing really well in this game. But evidently needs to stay focused on the command of strike zones and getting something going.
I gotta say, John, absolutely right about that. Stay focused on the batters, strike them out one at a time.
Right there, that is going foul, and the count now still holds at 2-2. Top of the fifth inning there at Wateridge Field in downtown Amarillo, the Frisco Rough Riders and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. No score to this point. Frisco has their first and second. 2 away as that one hit to Fernandez is a easy out. Lopez retired after the pickoff grab by the first baseman Juan Fernandez. L.J. Jones is 0 for 1, popping out second inning. And that one is just shy in the outside corner, and that's a ball. And the count now 1-0. Here's a pitch. Right there in the end for a taken cold strike. And it's 1-1. 1-1. That one high fly in the air. Fernandez. And he can't get there as that ball will bounce off his glove. And that's the count now 1-2. Boy, Rockhounds have the upper hand there at Wichita as they lead the Wind Surge 1-0 in the bottom half of 3. Pretty good there at the porch. 1-2. High fly in the air. Left fielder Albert Fabian getting up there, and he makes the grab. Out number 2.
Now the center fielder, Chase Pinder.
Well, that'll bring up the center fielder, Chase Pinder. Batting in the 5 spot for Springfield here tonight. And that one is inside for a taken cold strike, and it's 0-1. Well, it looked like Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas had our pretty much doubleheader. Evidently making up a rained-out game as they started there at the bottom half of the 4th inning. And we got to see where that game was. Well, 6-3, Northwest Arkansas in that ball game. And they'll step them out at first, and that's a quick out number 3. Well, no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left as we now head for the bottom of 4. Springfield up 2-1. Well, bottom of the 4th inning is the designated hitter, Grant Little. As we dry up for this one. And the pitch. And that's going to be line drive up to right center, and that's getting through for a base hit. So the tying run now on first base, that is Grant Little. Number 7 hole hitter, second baseman Jackson Merrill. Coming in as he takes a strike in the inside corner. And that's the count now, 0-1. Got to look at the final score of that ball game there at Northwest Arkansas. And that one is fouled away. Boy, love the pop of the bat right there, right, Bob?
Gotta say, it's pretty good when you come in and hear that big pop of that big piece of wood.
I gotta say, absolutely right. Right there, line drive up to left field, and boy, that's gonna get in. And that's gonna put runners at second and third. Nobody out. That's another double. Boy, and the Missions mean business tonight as now they're in striking distance on Springfield.
Gotta say, you're absolutely right, John. It is going pretty good, and so far, one more base hit could get this game going to 2 runs.
Left fielder Albert Fabian coming in as he takes a strike in the inside corner. For a taking code strike, it's 0-1. It'll look like Northwest Arkansas beats Arkansas 7-4 in game 1. That one high fly in the air, and that will go out of play. That's the count, 0-2. Second, third, nobody out, 2-1 our score. Runner 90 feet away from scoring in for San Antonio. And that is fouled off. And that is still holding on the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Down and in for the ball, and the count now 1-2. McGreevy trying to get something going. A strike would evidently help, but right there, that was tore in. Score in the tying run. Third will go home. The second runner at second will hit the third. Michael Cantu coming in and tied again at 2-2. That one's going to be high fly in the air, and that could be enough for a sacrifice fly. 90 feet away coming in. Here comes the run in the score as the Missions will take the lead. It's now 3-2 over Springfield. Center fielder Tim Lopes is 0 for 2 flyouts. RBI to the 9-hole batter, Michael Cantu. And that's going to be hit to short. And that will do. 2 runs on 3 base hits, no errors, and nobody left on. To the top of the 5th we go, and it's the Missions up by 1. Well, Tyler Rechenborn will be up to lead us off in the top of the 5th inning. When we come back, it's Texas League Baseball. It is the San Antonio Missions 3, Springfield Cardinals 2.
We're about ready to go in 3, 2, 1.
Well, leading off the top of the fifth inning for Springfield, Tyler Rechenborn. Rechenborn coming in. Pitched by Contreras, and that is going to be outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And underway in the top of the fifth inning. Arkansas leads Northwest Arkansas 4-1, top of 3. Or should I say the bottom of 3. But as they exit the top half of 3, they're on now to the bottom of 3. But the Arkansas Travelers lead the Northwest Arkansas Naturals score of 4-1 there at Riverboat Field. That one high fly in the air, and boy, they got another one. That one is gone. And it's a score tie of 3-3. Boy, in Springfield celebrating in their dugout.
Boy, I gotta say, Rechenborn really put that one out of reach for everybody. That was a 359-foot fastball, 94.5 miles per hour on that one. Well, we're tied up again, 3-3. Matt Koperniak is coming in. That one is high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes, just shy of the inside corner. Koperniak was a strikeout in the second, 0 for 1. And that one is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a 2-0. That one high fly in the air, and that one will go out of play. Tied at 3, top of the fifth inning. The 6-hole batter for Springfield knocks in a home run up there in center field. Right there as Wander Javier will gobble up that fastball, and that is 1 away. Right fielder Justin Turner, the 8-hole cleanup batter, grounded out in the third, is 0 for 1. The pitch to him. Down and in on the curve. 1 ball, no strikes. That one is outside also. 2 balls, no strikes. Corpus Christi still leading the Tulsa Drillers 12-0. Bottom half of the 6th inning there at DCJ Field. That one fouled off, and that's the count now, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count now. Right fielder Justin Turner playing in the right field position for Springfield. Fouls one off, 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he gets them. And Contreras will get a strikeout for the Missions. And that's going to bring up Pedro Pages. Coming in. And he takes one right there in the inside corner for a code strike. It's 0-1. 3-3 are tied, top of the 5th for Springfield. And the pitch. That one just shy of the inside corner. And that will even up 1-1. 1-1. That one is high fly in the air. And, oh my goodness, Fernandez will get that off his glove again. And that's going down for a fielder's choice. Base hit on that could have been an error as of that one.
Errol Robertson coming in. We lead off the top of the batting order for the Springfield Cardinals. That one hit high fly in the air, and that is going out of play. And now the count now is 0-1. Solo home run last time by Robertson. And the 0-1. Right there and in for a taken cold strike, and it's 0-2. I'm going to say the 2024 season starts at Amarillo. And we're back home to take on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals beginning on Tuesday, April 11th. Gotta say, that's going to be something that all of us cannot wait to look forward to. That one fouled off, and the count still holds at 0-2 strikes. So if you want me to give you the schedule, I'll give it to you. But that's a swing and a miss, and that will do. Well, Tyler Rechenborn will tie up this ball game. It is now 3 apiece as we head for the bottom of the 5th in this one. So we're back with Wander Javier, the shortstop. When we come back, it's Texas League Baseball. It is a score of 3-3 as we head for the bottom of 5. We're back in 3, 2, 1. Well, I got to correct myself on the 2024 season schedule. So far, April 9th will be our home opener against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. We are pretty much leading off the 8 ball clubs: Northwest Arkansas, Wichita, Corpus Christi, Frisco, Midland, Amarillo, and Springfield. Those are the 8 ball clubs that we are taking on for the season of 2024. Road games, 3 games at Amarillo, and then 6 with Northwest Arkansas, and that is leading off the month of April. Corpus Christi for a 6-game set beginning on 16 through the 21st there at the beach. There at beautiful Bayfront Park. Missions return home to take on the Wichita Wind Surge beginning the 23rd through the 28th. And then the leadoff 12 on the road as Missions will head to Arkansas for 6. Then after that, they'll head from Arkansas to Frisco to take on the Frisco Rough Riders beginning on May the 7th through the 12th. Missions will only have 2 homestands in the month of May, and that is the Corpus Christi Hooks for 6, beginning May 14th through the 19th, back on the road the 21st through the 26th to take on the Wichita Wind Surge there at the Porch. Missions return home on May 28th to take on the Frisco Rough Riders, 28th through the 2nd of June. Then it is back on the road as we head to Midland for 6 games. Missions will return back home to take on the Corpus Christi Hooks beginning the 11th through the 16th of June. After that, at Road Travel Day on Monday, we head to Amarillo for a 6-game set, beginning on June 18th through the 23rd at Amarillo. June 25th through the 30th is the 6-game set with the Rockhounds, so Midland will be in town. July 1st will be a 3-game set there at Corpus Christi, then come home and take on Corpus Christi for 3. 2 days off, the 7th and 8th of July, coming back to take on the Amarillo Sod Poodles in a 6-game set. Then they'll conclude the first half of the season as that will do. Missions will have 4 days off, the 15th through the 18th of July. And then we are on the road to start off the second half, July 19th through the 21st at Arkansas. Missions on the 22nd will hit the road from Arkansas. They'll head to Midland for a 6-game set. So 23rd through the 28th at Midland. And coming back at the end of July to take on the Frisco Rough Riders, July 30th through August 4th. That is with Frisco. Don't forget that the road travel day on August 5th, Missions will head to Springfield for a 6-game set on August 6th through the 11th. And then after that, coming back home to take on the Amarillo Sod Poodles, beginning on the 13th through the 18th. Missions will head to Frisco after that 6-game set with Amarillo. So Frisco, the 20th through the 25th, there at Statesman's Park. Missions will come back home to take on the Midland Rockhounds in a final 6-game meetup of the year, beginning on the 27th of August through the 1st of September. Missions will hit the road one last time to take on the Tulsa Drillers there at DCJ Field. Returning home for the season finale for the 6 is Springfield coming to town the 10th through the 15th of September. And that will be the schedule for 2024. Don't forget, our schedule is in the community chat. You could download or pull off from SanAntonioMissionsBaseball.com, and you are good from there. Well, leading off the bottom of the 5th inning is Wander Javier as we get the thing started here tonight. This half inning, and that one is going to be fouled off, and that's the count now, 0-1. So let me tell you, Northwest Arkansas, Wichita, Springfield, Corpus Christi, Frisco, Midland, and Amarillo, that will be our only 8 ball clubs that will come to San Antonio next year in 2024. Missions will head to Arkansas and Tulsa, but Tulsa and Arkansas will not be here in San Antonio in 2024. Now, 2025 may be a pretty good, but we'll have to wait and see when we get our next schedule up in August. Right fielder Joshua Mears coming in. As he takes a ball outside, it's the count now, 1-1. We're tied up at 3 apiece, bottom of the 5th. Nobody on, 1 away. That one is fouled in the way. The count now is 1-2. McGreevy at 44 strikes thus far. Over 16 have all been for balls. And that one hit the 3rd. And he'll pass it right to first, and that's a quick out, number 2.
The first baseman,
Well, first baseman is Juan Fernandez, as he doubled last time up, 1 for 2. Still pretty good right there. as he takes one down in the inside corner, and that's a code strike, 0-1. That one fouled in the way. The count now is 0-2. That one right there, and that's going to be hit. And that will do as the shortstop will get the ball corralled back in time. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors for the Missions. As we now head for the top of the 6th inning, it is a score tie at 3.
Leading off for Springfield, the
Second baseman Francisco Hernandez coming in, leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Cardinals as he swings and misses at the initial offering. And that's a taken in for a 0-1 count. The 0-1 down and in, and that'll even things at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Top of the 6th inning already here tonight on a Taco Tuesday. Our last Taco Tuesday of the regular season. The 1-2. High fly in the air, and that will be out of play. Still hanging on at 1-2. 1-2. One more time. Swing and a miss, and boy, he gets him down. Hernandez goes down on strikes. Contreras gets a strikeout. And that's going to bring in Irving Lopez. Lopez coming in, and he's going to get there right there. Wander Javier is up there to the shortstop area, and he gets Lopez. Robbed him a base hit, and that is out number 2. L.J. Jones coming in as that one is hit high. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. High fly in the air. Fernandez just shy of the mound makes the play. And that will do for this half inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base as we now head for the bottom of the 6th. And we're match point at 3. Hot corner third baseman Lucas Dunn leads it off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Missions. That one taken outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Connor Lunn and Brandon Kumar is warming up for Springfield. "1-0 delivery. And that is going to be fouled off. And it's the count now 1-1. The pitch. That one high in the air. Second baseman has it. And that is out number 1.
The batter, the designated hitter, Grant Little.
Designated hitter Grant Little. 2 for 2, 2 singles and 2 runs. That one hit foul, and that's the count, 0-1. Match point 3, bottom of 6. That one is fouled off, and the count now 0-2. You know, beautiful night. Stars are out, full moon on a September's night. First day of fall is the 21st of September. So hope you guys are super excited for the fall festivities. It's going to be pretty good to celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. And before you know it, we'll all see each other again when we come back to baseball season. Just love baseball. It's one of my favorite sports. What about you, Bob?
Yeah, it's my favorite sport too, John.
Jackson Merrill coming in. And he's going to hit one high fly in the air. And that's going to hit the wall. And he's got a stand-up double. That is Jackson Merrill.
Boy, he hit that one really hard. It nearly got out of here.
Yeah, he sure did. That one was right over the right fielder's head. 8-hole cleanup batter, left fielder, Albert Fabian. That one hit high fly in the air. And that is gone! A home run! And it hits the yellow foul pole. And the Missions will take the lead. It is 5-3.
Man, we got to see where that went.
Right there, right in the middle, right in that foul pole, Bob.
Yeah.
And now that's going to bring in the manager from the Springfield dugout. And he's going to call the change for a relief pitcher to come on board. Well, Connor Lunn, a right-hander, 6'3" and 215 pounds, age 24. Will get the start in relief for Springfield here this evening. Boy, a real dinger, right, Bob?
Gotta say, absolute right, Jonathan.
Number 9 hitter, Michael Cantu, will come in, and he takes one right there with a count now, 0-1. Bottom of the 6th inning, San Antonio 5, Springfield 3. Gotta say, we are a long way from deciding this ball game here tonight. Game 1 of our regular finale. That is high fly up to left center, and that's going to be it. And that will do. Cleanup hitter, left fielder, Albert Fabian gives 2 runs on a hit. No errors and 1 left. To the top of the 7th we go, and the Mission's up 5-3. Chase Pender will lead it off with the top of the 7th inning for Springfield. When we come back, it is the San Antonio Missions 5, the Springfield Cardinals 3.
We're back in 3, 2, 1.
Leading off the top of the 7th for Springfield, Chase Pender. That one fouled off, and that's the count now, 0-1. Fabian getting a 2-run shot during the last half of that bottom 6. And that's going to be line drive up there to right, and that will get through for a base hit. Tying run coming up now, and that will bring in Tyler Richenborn as he solo shotted. And during the last time up, he had that 1-0 lead advantage for Springfield. In the pitch. That one is outside, and the count now is 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. And that one hit there to first, and that is a quick out, number 1. Matt Koperniak, the 7-hole batter, coming in, ready to go. That one high fly in the air. Lopes makes the lunging play, and he's got it for out number 2. A runner in scoring position there as second. That'll bring up the 8-hole batter, right fielder Justin Turner. Coming in and ready to go. Right in the inside corner. That's taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. The pitch. And that one is fouled off, and that's the count now, 0-2. Contreras, he's at 65 strikes, 18 balls through his time on the mound. The 0-2. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Up and right center, as that will bring in the run. And that'll bring in a RBI triple on the play. That's going to bring in the 9-hole batter, Pedro Pages. And time is coming as here comes the pitching coach. The manager will make his way to the mound. And that's going to put forth a reliever, as here is the manager relieving his starter. Contreras did a pretty good job, but he still stands responsible. The runner at third is his responsibility. I mean, DeWichi's own, I will say. He's got to get that thing going and preserve what he can out of this whole 7 innings that he was on there. Waldron coming in the pitch. And that's going to be right there. Javier will get him easily, and that will save the tying run from coming in and scoring. Another run coming in by Justin Turner as he gets an RBI triple. And the Cardinals will trail this game by 1. It is 5-4 San Antonio as we hit the stretch inning. Well, center fielder Tim Lopes, top of the San Antonio lineup, coming for the bottom of 7. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at the initial offering. And that is taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Game 2 tomorrow night, 7:05. Thursday night at 7:05. Friday night, 7:05. Saturday night at 7:05. Sunday to wrap up the regular season finale at 1:05. It is also Bark in the Park, our final one of the season. So bring your four-legged friends up to the ballpark. And that is 3 balls and 1 strike the count. On deck, Wander Javier, the shortstop. Pitch. Down and in, and that will load up the count full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one is high flying in the air, up in left center. The left fielder will make the grab, and he's got it for out number 1.
The batter, the shortstop.
So bring your dogs, because we are saluting our dogs. San Antonio will be I'm trying to think of that name. And I will figure it out. San Antonio Timberwolves. Timberwolves versus the Springfield Cardinals. And that one right there is going to be a swing and a miss. The count now 0-2. Javier in shortstop at 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, and they get them easily. So out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
Right fielder is Joshua Mears. Grounded out in the 5th is 0 for 3. And the pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air, up and right, and that will do. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. To the top of the 8th we go, and it's 5-4 San Antonio. We're back after this with Errol Robertson leading us off for the Springfield 8th. Leading off the top of the 8th inning for Springfield, Errol Robertson. Coming in as we get set for our final 2 innings of the night. The pitch. Right there and in for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. San Antonio holding on to a slim lead, 5-4, top of the 8th inning. Right there and in for a taken cold strike, and it is 0-2. A 1-2. And right there for a ball, and the count now 1-2. 7,690 coming into this ball game tonight. One and two. That one is high fly in the air. And that's going to hit the fence. And that's going to get off a leadoff triple.
Now back, second base,
That'll bring up Francisco Hernandez. Right there and in for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. Hernandez struck out in the 6th, is 0 for 3 of the night for the Cardinal defense. In the 0-1. That one is high fly, and that will go out of play. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Waldron looking to size up the lead. Here's pitch. That one is fouled in the way and still holding on at no balls and 2 strikes. Boy, Corpus Christi still holding up a 12-0 lead over Tulsa, bottom of the 8th. It looks like Corpus Christi has that game there at DCJ Field in the bag. Right there, foul ball. 2 and 8 foot outside the foul pole. Here's the 0-2. That one is outside on the knuckleball, and that's the count 1-2. 5-4 our score. San Antonio holds a 1-run lead over Springfield. And that's a swing and a miss. Waldron will strike out Fernandez. And there is one away. But still holding on the runner at third. And that won't be a option of an RBI coming in to score for Springfield, leading off a tie again. This would be 3 times that these 2 teams have converged in ties.
I gotta say, John, absolutely right about that. But I will say San Antonio needs to keep their focus here and now. Otherwise, a run could score in, and that would be some danger coming and looming in from third. Irving Lopez coming in 0 for 3 of the night. The pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air. That will be extra bases. And still looking for it out there, as that will be a leadoff triple. And it is a 5-5 score, as Springfield will get a run on that RBI triple. Well, it ain't over until the fat lady sings. How about that, John?
Yeah, Bob, absolutely right about that. Well, that's going to get down, and Springfield now has another run in to score. RBI triple plus the RBI single that comes in. And now Springfield up 6-5, and they take the lead back from San Antonio. Chase Pender coming in. And that one is high fly in the air. Fernandez there at first base will make the play. And that was a very easy quick out number 2.
Gotta say, better than that, John. It was a pretty out number 2 right there.
Boy, Tulsa down to their final 3 outs. They just haven't had it in them in DCJ Field. 12-0, Corpus Christi. The Hooks, 12 runs on 18 hits, 1 error. Tulsa, no runs on 5 hits, 2 errors, and nothing to show for as they end 8 complete. Right there and in for a taken cold strike, and it's 0-1. Tyler Richenborn coming in. He was 2 for 3 during a solo home run to lead off the ball game in the first inning. Or should I say was at the top of the second.
It was the second inning when he had that one.
Oh, okay, so thank you for correcting me, Bob. That's exactly what I need. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 away, runner at first. And that's going to be blistered high in the air. And boy, that is going to give them a lead even wider. As now that will be 8-5 Springfield. And boy, the fans there at Springfield are cheering on the Cardinals from Blue River Stadium. They must be watching us on this big screen. You're pretty good right there. Here is Matt Koperniak. And that will be the time that the pitching coach will make his way to the mound. And that will be another pitching change coming in for San Antonio. Now pitching number 87. Lugo now pitching for San Antonio. Boy, that's a loud motorcycle going past us on Highway 90. And here's the pitch right there and in for a taken cold strike. And it is 0-1. 8-5 Springfield in this ball game. Cardinals have the upper hand in game 1 of the 6th game on the road. Right there and in for a cold strike, and it's 0-2. Oh, down 3 runs. That ain't too bad, but evidently San Antonio can try and catch up. And that will do as the left fielder Fabian will make the running grab. And he's got it for out number 3. Well, I got to say, 3 runs come in across the score for Springfield on 4 base hits, no errors, and 1 left. As we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, it is 8-5 Springfield. Guillermo Zugia coming in for Springfield as he's pitching in relief. And that one is going to be a ball outside, and it's the count now 1-0. Tommy Parsons and Ryan Shreve coming in for the Cardinals in relief. And that's going to be fouled off, and that'll be the count now 1-1. Yeah, right there and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ooh, that guy got hit in a mask. Right there and even up 2-2. Oh, good thing he's all right. He's wearing face protector.
Yeah, you knock out a few teeth doing that.
You're not kidding, Bob. That thing would do damage. Right there, that'll be the leadoff single. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Juan Fernandez getting on base. Hot corner third baseman Lucas Dunn coming in. And that will be fouled off, and the count now 0-1. Well, a 2-run shot would reduce the deficit to 1. And that's what San Antonio would need in order to get back up on the horse. Here's the 0-1. That one far and outside. It's 1-1. So Zuniga is the man pitching for Springfield. And that one's going to be high fly in the air up in right field, and that will be out number 1. Corpus Christi and Tulsa will have their 12:05 start. And it's a afternoon game. So that means tomorrow night for the teams that are playing, it'll be the final 8 teams. That's going to be line drive, and that will fall down for a base hit up to right center. Boy, and the designated hitter Little gets on base, and now Jackson Merrill comes in. Need a run out there. And that one is high fly in the air. Infield fly is in effect, and that will be the second baseman to make the play.
That's a wasted out right there.
Yeah, you're not kidding, Bob. That is purely insanity right there. Fabian was a 2-run shot. Let's see if he could do something. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And that will score in the run from second, as that will chip the deficit to 8-6. San Antonio doesn't go quietly into this evening. And they got first and third. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. And it's gone! A home run! And the San Antonio Missions take the lead back. It's 9-8. Boy, howdy. That would make you go nuts in the outfield tonight. They celebrating in the dugout now. A 3-run shot by Michael Cantu, the catcher. 391-foot, 101 exit velocity. And the Missions have the upper hand now. 9-8 in our ball game tonight for this Tuesday. Jose Martinez up in relief for Springfield. Boy, 4 runs top of the 8th inning, 4 for the bottom of the 8th. As Springfield will be down to their last 3. San Antonio can easily win their 77th of the season. And right there and in for a taking code strike. It's 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that will do it. 4 runs by a 3-run shot by Michael Cantu will give the Missions the lead. And it is 9-8 as we exit 8 here tonight and played through 8 full on this Tuesday night. 3 outs remain for Springfield of this evening. Here is the right fielder in the 8-hole spot, Justin Turner. Turner coming in, and he'll take one right there and in for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Well, Tulsa down to their final 3 outs, but they won't have any chance to catch Corpus Christi, as they are 12-0. And I wouldn't be surprised the final score is 12-0 at the end of the 9th inning there at DCJ Field.
You could be right about that, John.
Oh, yes? I could be, huh? That's going to be line drive, and that's up to right center. And that's going to be a leg off double. He legs it out for that double, and so far that'll bring up the 9-hole batter, Pedro Pages. Pages coming in, and right there and in for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. So, Bob, a high pop-up will get him an out. And so far, pickoff right there at second would be pretty good as well.
Yeah, I gotta say, if they could try to get him out at second, that would have been pretty good as well.
No balls, 1 strike. Look back at second, and they're keeping him close. The 0-1. Right there in the end for a cold strike, and it's 0-2.
Stay down in the zone. That's a good idea right there to easily fool your pitchers or hitters here tonight.
0-2. Right there, Jackson Merrill gets him. And that's a quick out, number 1. Well, Springfield down to their final 2 outs, but they are playing fair ball tonight. Leadoff hitter, Errol Robinson, coming in as he's had a heck of a night for the RBIs in his favor. Down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. 9-8 our score as San Antonio has the upper lead by a 3-run shot by Michael Cantu in the 8th inning. Boy, what a way to get things going. 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th for San Antonio. 3 on the 3-run shot by the starting catcher, Michael Cantu. Boy, that guy deserves a medal for his stellar performance. Right there up in right field, and that will be caught for out number 2. Well, Springfield down to their final out, and that'll bring in Francisco Hernandez. Hernandez coming in and is ready to go. Right there, swing and miss at the initial offering. That's taken for the cold strike, 0-1. The 0-1. And that's going to be right there, Javier. Get him easily. The Missions win it. Win number 77 for San Antonio as they win by a run. It is 9-8 the final. You know, back at it tomorrow night, 7:05, as me and Bob will be here, and hope you guys had a fun night as Texas League Baseball was pretty fun on this evening. So come out to the ball game while we last. We are here till Sunday. Playoff tickets on sale, and they are going by quick. Let's cheer on San Antonio to get a title this year. Well, the final score, 9-8, as we wrap this one up in Game 1, as San Antonio propels their 77th of the season. Well, have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Victorious Missions, 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For Springfield, 8 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.